Hello and welcome back to the Top 5 with the fellas. Last time out, we had Top 5 WrestleManias. WrestleMania 41, it was absolutely amazing. We had Becky Lynch coming back. We've had John Cena turning on The Rock. We've had fucking all sorts happen.
Go on, more. What happened?
Come on, feed us, Ted. Come on, tell the boys.
What happened between Jay and
Gunther? Jay and Gunther. Jay won. You say Jay won the title. It was a lovely feel-good moment. Jimmy came down. They had a hug. It was so good to see that feel-good moment. Obviously the Samoan Werewolf. He picked up the win. He is your new United States champion.
Fair play. Tiff and Charlotte.
Tiff and Charlotte. Tiff hit Charlotte so hard with that shot. It broke all the plastic off. It were amazing.
So who won?
Tiff.
Tiff won. Fair play. Io, Rhea, Bianca.
In a shocking turn of events, Molly Holly came back.
No way.
And she won. She won.
Okay. I'm surprised Keith Lee didn't come down in that. Triple threat. Knobhead versus Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
Coincidentally, I can't believe you just mentioned his name. The greatest in the world, Keith Lee, actually came down, made that fatal four-way, and pinned the tribal chief.
He fucking didn't. That wouldn't happen in fucking anything. You got a reaction out of me on that one. I can't remember what else. Oh, a match that I can't believe has been fucking announced. El Grande, whatever his Starbucks order versus Rey Mysterio.
Shockingly, I can't believe it was Shelton Benjamin underneath the mask all the time.
I don't think that's quite possible, Ted.
With Charlie Haas.
He's in AEW.
Oh,
Tony Khan wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but then did you not see the start of WrestleMania?
Do that. Oh no, I didn't.
WrestleMania.
I think me and John were having a play fight then. What happened?
So Triple H came out to welcome everyone to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Tony Khan came out. They shook hands. The forbidden doors open.
I remember now the new Mega Power Alliance.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I missed that. Well, what was I doing during that, John? Actually, don't answer that. Carry on.
You took an opportunity there.
Yeah.
But only kidding. As a
we are filming this 2 weeks before WrestleMania.
Yeah, we are.
Ted goes to Japan, so we need to get him in.
So when this comes out, Ted's sitting somewhere in Japan, forgetting he ever did that. So that's cool.
I can't wait to see this back. And it'd be a joke if any of the fucking ridiculous ones came true.
It actually happened.
Yeah.
I got bookies who put money on the Mega Powers, the new Mega Power lines. It's going to happen.
I'm going to put bookies and book Keith Lee to return me.
So you got more hope of Vince
and
Tony Khan aligning together.
Then Keith Lee coming back.
But so we are moving on. We've had WrestleMania, and then we have the night after WrestleMania, which for me is the best crowd of the year generally. Because everyone's up for it. It's an international crowd from everywhere, and everyone's kind of buzzing about everything. But yeah, here's the comments from everyone's favorite WrestleManias. Insert here.
Hey guys, this is the last one we'll do like this. The next top 5 will all be together. First off, this is being done after WrestleMania. We have had a busy couple of weeks. I edited a lot of videos. This is one I didn't edit in time, and then on Thursday when I was supposed to edit it, I had to go hospital. Had a health scare. You want to know about that? It's on TikTok. I've not delved deep into it, but it's also the reason why I'm not doing lives at the moment. But this is WrestleMania. Top 5 WrestleManias that you guys have put in the comments. We did ours. Go and check. Obviously, you've checked the video out, so go and check all our other top 5 videos we've done. They're all great. They're all in a playlist, so you can just easily go and get them. But this being recorded on the 27th of April, WrestleMania's already been. It was an okay WrestleMania. It wasn't one of the worst, but it weren't the best. But let's get into your guys' comments and let's see what you guys think is the best WrestleMania of all time. Desert Man. Number 5, WrestleMania 26, witnessed Shawn Michaels' career come to an end. WrestleMania 14 was the beginning of the Attitude Era. WrestleMania 31 featured the heist of the century. 17, the build-up alone was so special. And WrestleMania 20 was a classic ending. Can't argue with any of those, Desert Man. Mr. Green. So yeah, Mr. Green, number 5, WrestleMania 2, terrible idea, we're using 3 different venues. WrestleMania 8 should have had the WWE Championship match on last. WrestleMania 5, too many matches, but really good main event. WrestleMania 1, good main event with lots of celebrities. And WrestleMania 3, Hogan vs. Andre in the main event. Savage vs. Steamboat was legendary. Top rope, number 5, WrestleMania 6, Hogan vs. Warrior in one of the greatest title matches ever. WrestleMania 10 had several match of the year contenders. WrestleMania 13, Stone Cold vs. Brett submission match was epic despite the lackluster main event. WrestleMania 18 saw The Undertaker go 10-0. And WrestleMania 3 featured arguably the best and greatest Intercontinental Championship match in history. Who's the juicer? Yeet. Obviously, we've all watched WrestleMania now. WrestleMania 10, first ever ladder match in WWE history. Number 4, WrestleMania 24, witnessed the end of Ric Flair's career in WWE. WrestleMania 19 was the first WrestleMania in the Ruthless Aggression era. WrestleMania 30, Undertaker Street ends, and Daniel Bryan's Cinderella stories run to the championship. And WrestleMania 39, beginning of Rhea Ripley's dynasty. Cody Rhodes' Cinderella story ends with a loss to Roman Reigns, my tribal chief. Fuck you, boy. Asian Nightmare, WrestleMania 37, weird to open the event with a championship match. I kind of agree, but also at that time they were doing the winners of the Royal Rumble main event WrestleMania, which is the way it should be. So obviously the main event of WrestleMania 37 Night 1 was Bianca and Sasha, which was an absolutely epic main event. And then Night 2 with Bryan, Edge and Roman for the Universal title. Obviously Edge won the Royal Rumble that year. WrestleMania 33 saw both the championship, WWE Championship and Universal title change hands. 25, Undertaker vs. Shawn Michaels was epic, but the main event was weak and no celebs. I mean, you had Mickey Rourke in there, who wrestled. No, he didn't. He came out and hit Chris Jericho. You had several ones backstage as well. It wasn't. 25 for me, bar Taker and Shawn. That is one of the worst WrestleManias ever. And people can fight me on it, but I firmly believe that. WrestleMania 36, no fans, put a damper on things, but they still had some cool concept matches. I totally agree. 36, listen, there's some weird matches in that on that. Some weird storylines, but the concepts of the matches, the 5-5 Funhouse and the Boneyard match was absolutely epic. And WrestleMania 38 is his favourite. Night 1 saw Steve Austin wrestle his first match in almost 2 decades, and Cody Rhodes returned to WWE. Tony fumbled again. All Elite Wrestling filler. WrestleMania 21 featured the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match. 23, 2 strong world title matches. 22 was the final WrestleMania to be held in a arena. WrestleMania 37, Night 1 featured a historical WrestleMania main event. And WrestleMania 30 saw the crowd silence with Undertaker's WrestleMania unbeaten streak ending. Heel Jack, WrestleMania 39, Night 1. WrestleMania 28, week main event, but loaded undercard main event, Rock and Cena. See, 28 at one point was my favourite WrestleMania of all time. Don't know why, just was. WrestleMania 38, Stone Cold returned, match in Texas. WrestleMania 40, Cody Rhodes completes the story. That's the first time I've seen that in these lists. Main event featuring cameos by The Rock and The Undertaker. And WrestleMania 35, Kofi Kingston wins the title. Kofi Mania, still love that. Burt is the last one, and he's put it nice and simple. WrestleMania 5, number 5, WrestleMania 14. WrestleMania 31, WrestleMania 21, WrestleMania 28, WrestleMania 4. Fair play, Burt. All great. Back over to Ted. Yeah, nice one, guys.
Wow, I can't believe that they said that and say it. Blew my mind.
I'm speechless.
What about you, Matt? How are you feeling? There's some controversial picks in there. Some questionable things said about Roman Reigns as well.
I don't think there was, because it was about WrestleManias, really, mate. I I think they said WrestleMania 33 was the worst on a couple of them, and 35 were just night shit. I agree.
Shit.
They were too long.
The crowd, a couple of them said the crowd was shit.
I know, I can't believe that one called me out personally. Said I wasn't loud enough.
Yeah,
Asian Nightmare needs to chill out. You need to chill out on your other account, because Asian Nightmare did call you out and say 33 and 35 were shit.
Exactly. I'm very surprised at myself.
Typing that to you.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so we're on to top 5 Raw after WrestleMania moments. I said, looking forward to this because like I say, it's one of my favourite nights of the year. The last 2 have been pretty meh. The last 2 or 3 I'd probably say have been pretty meh.
I'd say all the way. 2019 was probably the last good one.
There's a couple moments here. Got a couple moments.
It was a bit of a digger, to be honest, to find it.
Yeah, 2019 was the last good one.
So I'd put my number 2 was my number 1 until I
thought you were starting off at number 2. Then I was like,
no.
You have done loads of these, mate. You know what we start with, don't you?
But yeah, so my number 2 was my number 1 until I would just clipping through moments, and one just pops in that I forgot that blocked from my memory. I'd say, so that's my number 1. But we'll start. Say who wants to kick us off at number 5? I'm gonna go with.
Don't pick me. I'm doing something for my number 5.
Okay, so I'll go then.
That's
It's not controversial. However, I've missed one out to put this in because I like this more. Number 5 for me is Ric Flair's final bow. When Triple H did, Triple H got everyone in the ring after he retired at WrestleMania 24. Everyone in the ring to say goodbye to him. And then Vince came out, did his strut, hugged him, and then Undertaker came out to salute him. You had to leave the memories alone, the music in the background. It was cool. I loved it. I've watched it that many times. As much as I liked Ric Flair. I tolerated Ric Flair up to that point. After it, we don't speak about. But that was one of my favourite Raw after WrestleMania moments. You looked a bit confused when I said that.
Because he hasn't retired.
Yeah.
But technically, he has in WWE. He's not wrestled.
I'll give you that.
And that was his final bow. But that's why I liked it, because everyone came out and said goodbye to him.
That was in my list, and then because I really enjoyed that moment, I say, until he tarnished it by coming back 72 times on the Indies.
I couldn't care less about that. That was right after WrestleMania moment. That moment for me was mint.
I get you. And say I'll do my number 5 next. Brocky Lesnar's return. Let's see, where he came and interrupted Cena, and absolutely just beat the shit out of him. But yeah, it's something I'll never see happen again.
Is it a bad thing that every time he mentioned it, I just, not with what's going on, it just reminds me that I've never really liked Brock Lesnar.
I liked Brock until he left in 2004. I've
never really liked him.
Didn't care about him. When he came back in 2012, I was like, oh, this is cool, but that's it.
I liked him in UFC, and I never thought he was going to come back. So seeing him come back, made it feel a little bit real. When he was doing stuff like based on his UFC career. So I was a little bit excited. But I'm with you now, Matt. It was a cool moment at the time. But now I know what's come afterwards. I'm not that bothered. But the moment itself was sick.
Right, yeah. Up to 2000. Well, not. I think I stopped liking him after Survivor Series 2003, and then I was like, I'm done with Brock Lesnar now. I'm done with him, because at the Royal Rumble he faced Hardcore Holly, and I was like, what the fuck is that about?
Yeah, absolutely flattened him as well.
I had a great match with Eddie at No Way Out,
and
then faced Goldberg at WrestleMania and then left. So, after 2004, don't care.
That's probably the only thing that I like is the whole Eddie stuff, the promos and stuff like
His
that. For
stuff
that,
with
that was the
Kurt.
only thing I liked.
His stuff with Kurt in 2003 was fucking fantastic. His
Yeah, it
matches.
was.
He had so many good matches with Kurt and Undertaker and John Cena. So, but yeah. John, number 5.
John, number 5.
This thing gone. My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here is Big Cass. He stands 7 feet tall. He doesn't. He's a little bit shorter. And you can't teach that.
I thought it was Big Bill.
Realest guys in the room.
How you doing?
I thought
and that's what I searched for. Yeah, it's Big Bill. Big William, whatever it was when he was in TNA.
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, no, the main roster debut of Enzo and Cass is my number 5. One of my favourite tag teams in NXT. Probably some of the most entertainment promos in that time. And like the whole AJ Styles haircut, soccer mom haircut. I mean, John Cena even sort of like, oh, Enzo, away you go. And John Cena can kill it on the mic as well. But yeah, their debut, obviously, was a bit lackluster after they had a debut because they didn't last long together. But yes, number 5, the realest guys in the room. How you doing?
So I may as well go next for my number 4, because my number 4 is the debut of Enzo and Cass. So there's a line in this debut which, like, there's a couple in the opening where they just absolutely write off the Dudleys and say there's no coming back from the shit that they say. So one of them is, "You're that ugly that your tears run down the back of your head to avoid your face," which makes me chuckle every time that I hear it. And he's like, what's the fucking line? He's on about lightsabers, and he's like, "I've got a lightsaber in my hand."
Walker Skywalker.
Yeah, he's Skywalker. I don't need no mic because I've got a mic here in my hand.
Yeah, I don't need a lightsaber. I've got a mic here right in my hand. Yeah,
it's
such a sick line in that promo, and I just love the noise. Like everybody, like John did the promo, and say in his number 5, not one person missed a line. As say when they debuted, everyone knew who they were. And say
they got stuff over like soft. I mean,
soft.
Like such a fucking random word. It's not even spelled right. SAWFT soft. And my favourite one, and I still use this every now and then, is what we got over here. A cup of haters.
It's not
I
love top 5.
I didn't think it would be.
It was. It was number 5. But
yeah,
I just watched the Ric Flair thing more, and I like it more.
See, I every now and then I go back and watch Enzo promos.
I absolutely love it though. I think it's so good. But I was thinking rather than what I've watched more.
Yeah.
Go back and watch more.
So who wants? So John, number 4.
Where's my fucking number 4? Oh, it's, give me a second. Yeah, I've deleted 4 off. But number 4, that's after WrestleMania 17, the 2-man power trip was made.
That's my number 4.
I absolutely loved when they put these two together. Wasn't a long-lasting partnership, if I remember rightly.
Trips is injured.
But it was fucking great. Yeah, that could have went down the same line as the Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah.
Absolutely powerful. And but yeah, this is on my research today. I found that this was after Mania, and I was so happy that it was on the list.
Yeah.
The matches they had with Taker and Kane at Backlash and Judgment Day as well. The tag match at Backlash.
It was so good.
And everyone was pissed because Undertaker didn't get the win over Austin to get the WWE title, and Kane didn't get the Intercontinental title, and then they went at it again at Judgment Day, and Austin still won. And obviously the tag match between Benoit, Jericho, Triple H, Austin, when Triple H got injured and he carried on. It's just iconic. That run between the Monday night after WrestleMania up to Triple H's injury was fucking mint. That could, like you said, it could have been the Brothers Destruction. It could have been so much more.
Yeah, well, we would have been talking.
We had the invasion, didn't we? We had the invasion. So, and the original idea was Austin to stay in WWE, and Triple H was going to lead the invasion. They were going to break away and do that. However, Trips got injured, so they didn't do that. Because Trips was on the side with Steph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would have made more sense.
Yeah.
Storyline.
And Austin stays with WWE.
So number 3's.
What's your number 4?
Mine with Cass. Enzo with Cass.
Oh, so it was. Sorry, mate. Sorry. My number 3 is 1998. After WrestleMania 14. DX is under new management. X-Pac returns from WCW.
As Hunter's DX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
X-Pac returns after being told that he was worthless by Eric Bischoff in WCW. And then later on that night, the cage match between Terry Funk and Mick Foley and Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, and then Triple H, Chyna, and X-Pac come out and help and form DX to carry on the D-Generation X through the Attitude Era, or the rest of the Attitude Era. It's fucking mint. Because everyone thought DX was over because Shawn was done.
Shawn lost his smile.
I realised
he
that
had so many injuries as well. That was the other issue.
I realised I have a particular, like, my brain doesn't go back. It's really old. Like, because all my moments, like, none of the really old ones are in there. Let's say mine's all, like, more recent stuff.
This is why when I do it, I try to do a bit of research and read into stuff. Because I'd be the same. Everything will be current active for me because I don't have the memory capacity like Matt does to do that.
I don't know why.
It's
why,
every day, mate.
I don't know why I do though. Like, it's like football as well. If people say, "Oh, do you remember when we played like Leon?" And I was like, "Yeah, 20 whatever." And blah blah blah. If I think about it, and do you know what I mean? I don't know why. I just know.
Mine aren't all super recent, but they're like in the last like 10 years, I think. I'd say I'd probably say in the last 10, 15 years. Nothing
Plus
like from the 90s.
You probably also got, because you did go to 33 and 35, so you've got that in your head as well as and stuff with after WrestleMania.
I only have one moment from either one of those. I only have one.
Nothing really happened after 35, did it? Let's face it.
So my number 3.
Go for it.
Is Paige debuts and beats AJ Lee. She's. I think this is because she's fresh in mind because I'm reading. Yeah. Well, I'm listening to her book right now, so she's fresh in my mind. It was never heard of like this young girl from Norwich, England, came out looking pasty, as no one really knew who she was. And AJ Lee had been on a tear, had beaten everybody. As she was the best in the business, or the best. Well, she was probably the best female wrestler about right then. And then Paige debut.
I beg to differ with people not knowing who she was. Everyone knew who she was from NXT.
Yeah, she was a big thing in NXT.
Because they have a feud with Emma, and she put women's wrestling back on the map.
Yeah. She was making changes for her appearance. Her and AJ Lee made the change of like a female wrestler didn't have to be busty, blonde, and 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
To try and get over. They made it okay to be a bit gothic and emo or whatever.
And an actual wrestler.
Beat yourself. Yeah.
But yeah, and then she wins the title. She wins the old Divas title.
Did the bitch off AJ.
Yeah.
But no, I wish I remember. I'm not going to change my list, but I wish I remember that one because I am as well listening to the book at the moment, and I am on where she's just been signed. Literally, she just flew out. That's where I'm up to. I'll go next. My number 3.
Okay.
Oh, Cash is in. He cashed in after WrestleMania 29
Who?
on Alberto. Dolph.
Dolph.
I thought you said Cope. I thought
Big
his
Colt
edge.
cast in.
Now, after
Okay.
WrestleMania 29, he cashed in. It was just exciting. And obviously, he took it away from Alberto Del Rio, who's another person that I've never liked. And it just showed what Ziggler could do at the time and still do if he's given the right backing. But he just lost interest in him. He steals the show every time he goes out there. He says it himself. But yeah, Ziggler cashing in at number 3.
Matt.
I've done my number 3.
Yours?
Oh, number 2. I'll go.
Number 3.
DX
Oh,
under new
DX.
management.
Yeah. See, memory.
Number 2 for me was Roman Reigns coming out of the crowd after WrestleMania 33. Everyone shouting abuse. Everyone giving him so much
10
shit.
minutes of abuse.
And then it was just, it's my yard now. Throws the mic down, walks off.
That's my number 2 as well.
I love that moment. I was there, giving
Was
Roman
ya?
shit.
Never.
Giving him some stick. Calling him lots of unsanitary names. That
Not-
aren't safe.
Not
didn't
like
know he was
Brock's
there.
already beat the streak, but yeah, give Roman shit for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know Ted ever went to WrestleMania.
No, I didn't
But
know
yeah,
that either.
that was my. But yeah, it was just a sick moment, and it was quite cool seeing. I think Roman earned a lot of respect like that after that promo. It's because everyone kind of went out afterwards, like when I were leaving at the end, was saying how good like Roman was, and started giving Roman some props, which was cool to see. But yeah, Matt, how do you feel about it?
I would have loved to hear what that actual promo was.
Do you know what? There's a lot of what ifs in wrestling, and that's not one of them. Because I think that promo, if he went on and jabbered on about beating Taker and it would have lost. It wouldn't have been the same.
No, I know. I don't want to see it. I want to know what it was.
Yeah.
I want to read it. Because it'd be very interesting to compare the two. Because Roman at the time was all the suckering suffrage and all that crap that they had him doing. It was fucking mint.
Yeah, it was.
He's like Undertaker already lost his streak, so he lost his aura anyway. And then he obviously beat him in the main event at WrestleMania and was getting shit for it, which I didn't stand for one. If anyone gets shit, it's Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just iconic, innit? Him just standing in the ring going, "This is my yard now," walking out. Start of the tribal chief. Slowly.
Slow man. Well, it's the big dog's yard, and then
Yeah.
my number 2, the debut 96.
I thought, do you know what? Fair play, mate. Fair play. I've got this in honourable mentions. Fair fucking play to you. You've done your research. Fair play to you. I'm very happy you put this in here, I'm
The
so
original
chuffed.
Eater of Worlds.
Yeah. Fair play to you.
In his little boiler room. Bless him.
Oh, mate, I'm so happy you put this in. I'm so happy.
This is like the whole promos and the boiler room match for Taker that come from this is just that's Mankind. It's the debut of Mankind. Anybody's wondering what I'm going on about. And that's the Mankind that I remember more than I do the Mankind wearing a shirt and tie and joggings. I remember the brown, horrible, eater of the world, speaking in riddles, and the whole work with Taker, time the boiler room match, everything about him. And
Paul Bearer siding with him as well.
Yeah, that whole thing, and it all comes from like JR was talking Vincent to sign Mick Foley, and he said, "Well, if I'm signing him, I'm putting him in a mask." Little did he know he was going to get over and win the Monday Night Wars for him.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, Mankind's debut in 1996.
Fair fucking play, mate. I'm chuffed you've done your research on this one.
Number
I
two.
had to. I only had one in my mind, two in my mind. I'll tell you when we finish them all. I'll tell you the only two I could think of. You'll probably guess them.
Yeah, I probably can.
Matt, number two.
This is my yard now.
Oh yeah, you did. Number one. John, actually, I've done first last time. John, you're number one.
So my number one is my yard now. It's a perfect in-ring promo. It's a perfect of shit's hit the fan. What do I do? Because they're not letting me speak. This is something that I feel like Dom Mysterio needs to start trying to do when he's trying to speak in the booth.
I don't think Dom's allowed booze anymore. They're starting to slowly turn around. Don't like it.
But yeah, when someone's been heavily booed, I think they need to learn a lesson from Roman and that night. Say what you got to say, drop your mic and walk off.
Yeah.
And it's just perfect. It's iconic. It's absolutely iconic. And like you said there, Matt, it is the beginning of the Tribal Chief.
Slowly.
It's slow. That's the spark that lights the dynamite to the beginning of what we've got now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was a big Roman fan. Absolutely loved the Mania. And this is where I was. I was probably more Roman fan than I was a Seth at this point. Because I've got on record. It's on record. I didn't like Seth until he went out injured and Raw absolutely nosedived.
Yeah.
I was a big Roman guy. Roman was my favourite in the Shield once it went. Big Roman guy. And so yeah, I was sat there and because I watched, at this point I was watching Monday Night Raw on Tuesday morning when I was in work, having my breakfast, the highlights on YouTube. And I sat there and I was like, what? So I had to go home and find the whole thing. And it's just, yeah, it's brilliant. Iconic.
Yeah, it is. Ted?
My number one has already been mentioned. It's the Dolph Ziggler cash-in, to win his belt. So I was there watching the WrestleMania. It was my first not for that one. I was the night before. I went.
Did you know Ted's been to WrestleMania? Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. They knew as well. Let's get a message about it.
Let's get a message about it.
Oh, we don't.
No way. Who's texting you?
Yeah. It's
Reel them in.
Reel them in.
Right, and so we move on. So it was like my first Mania that I went out and actually watched, like with out and about with friends, and all the way through. I was hoping that Dolph was going to get his moment in cash in at WrestleMania, when it didn't happen. I like it's done. He's never cashing in. He's losing, and then for him to come out the second night, next night, and just get his moment. It was so good. I was absolutely buzzing because I love Dolph Ziggler. He's absolutely such an underrated wrestler. And so he were absolutely amazing. He is still amazing. He's finally getting a little bit of appreciation, like with TNA, which I think he deserves. But yeah, it was such a sick moment, and yeah, that's my number one for me.
My number one is Ted being in the audience for Roman Reigns' promo. This is my yard. No, that is also my number one. Dolph Ziggler cashing in.
Yeah.
I think I've watched this more than any other fucking Raw after WrestleMania moment.
Same.
It's so fucking good. It's so underappreciated how good Dolph was, and when he won that title, as much as the World Heavyweight Championship didn't mean anything then. It was just literally a fucking second tier title to the WWE title because it was on SmackDown. The reaction Dolph got was mental. And that is when they should have gone, fuck, we've got something here. Let's fucking run away with it. Then you saw it at 2014 Survivor Series when he fucking lasted all the way to the end thanks to Sting. And you thought, maybe they're going to run away with it there, and fucking didn't. They dropped the ball so many times with Dolph, but that moment...
So many times they could pull the trigger on Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
I reckon if Dolph Ziggler... Bold statement. Seth Rollins didn't take off the way Seth Rollins has done, I think Dolph Ziggler could have been that build, that stature. I mean, because if you look, Seth's not the tallest of the wrestlers. He's not the biggest of the wrestlers. Him and Dolph are about the same size build, like the middle of the class. He could have been as big as Seth.
I don't. I think they would have brought Bo Dallas, and Bo Dallas would have been bigger. I think it was Bo. Because Bo was being pushed high in heaven in NXT. And they brought it to the main roster, and he did fuck all of him. But if Seth wasn't there, if it wasn't Seth, I think it would have been Bo or Neville. Because Neville was being pushed to high heaven.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. Dolph, either way, Vince, for some reason, just didn't see anything in Dolph. And it was like, why? He's got to fucking get everything. But yeah, cashing in on Alberto Del Rio, who at the time, I didn't mind, to be fair to him. He just faced Jack Swagger at WrestleMania 29 in an awful fucking match.
One of the worst.
So I didn't mind Alberto at the time. Please remember, I just said at the time.
Yeah, we're not condoning anything that he's.
JBL says he's the best wrestler.
JBL.
Well, he can point himself in the bin as well.
JBL also says a lot of things. Yeah. Dolph Ziggler cashing him is number one for me. Got some honorable mentions. Do you want to read them?
Go on.
See these rack your memory. The Shield turning babyface on the Authority in 2014.
Yeah, they put it in.
Team Hell No saving The Undertaker from the Shield in 2013.
Forgot about that.
Cena and Rock announcing their match a year in advance.
I did watch that promo, and it didn't make my list.
Paige debuting and winning the title of AJ Lee, like we said. Mick Foley's debut in 96. Well done, John. Well, chuff for you for that one. Hogan's pop after WrestleMania 18, coming back as a babyface.
Yeah.
Standing in the ring and just he was nearly in tears. Lesnar's debut in 2002, where he took out the entire hardcore division.
Oh yeah, when he absolutely killed fucking Spike.
Spike, yeah, through the fucking thing. Warrior's speech before passing.
Nearly went in.
Yeah.
Vince presenting the new WWE Attitude Era title to Austin after 97. 97? No. 98. 98. The Revival debuting.
Oh, yeah, debuting. Yeah.
Goldberg's debut in 2003 against The Rock.
The one where he doesn't say he said Rock, you're next.
Yeah.
Cody's video package after finishing the story. I've always put that in because there was nothing else on that show that was worth fucking mentioning. And that video package was fucking mint, and it had the Young Bucks in it. Shawn's retirement speech after WrestleMania 26.
What about I was thinking Kofi coming out after Kofi Mania.
I didn't like it. It came out and then Seth Rollins had to come out. Why? It's like Kofi have his moment. Then Seth had to come out and join him, and I'm like, why have you fucking done that? Wound me up. Lesnar's return. This is my Triple H. Dudley Boy's return after WrestleMania. And Enzo and Cass I've got on there as well. There's fucking plenty. And like RVD returning as well at one point. After WrestleMania 29, people chanting, doing the Fandango dance all the way through Raw. Because
that was funny.
He was fucking over. Do you know what I mean? There's fucking loads you could fucking mention.
Fandango.
Daniel Bryan's retirement. Daniel Bryan's speech after winning the title.
He didn't come out the title. They didn't have to retire. Didn't they not retire?
I didn't mean to say retirement. When he won the world title at WrestleMania 30 the night after. Paul Heyman coming out and absolutely building up. Brock Lesnar's just beat the streak. I will never see Undertaker again. Did the Wyatts debut after Raw?
No, but there was a Bray Wyatt sort of closed the Fun Funhouse promo.
They didn't
after the
debut. I
debut.
just remembered because his first match was at SummerSlam. We came. I remember. Yeah, but yeah, WrestleMania and Raw after WrestleMania, absolute quality. Sometimes not been a good one since 2019, personally. I can't remember anyway.
Remember last year's been a really big letdown.
I think
it was more NXT debuts, wasn't it? Like, last year, Ilya debuted Braun.
Braun's debut.
Lavacaria, I think, debuted.
Yeah, sure.
The year
Yeah, it was
before
more
was
with
a Vince
David
shit
Shaw.
show.
Yeah. That's when he rebooked it all
That's
at last minute.
It was all done like literally half an hour before they went to TV. Oh, it's still being wrote during the show, to be fair. I don't remember 38.
Stupid.
After WrestleMania 38, I don't remember that one. Or 37.
No.
And then 36, obviously, we had the COVID, so it didn't really count.
No, that was a replay show.
Yeah. Big Show versus Drew McIntyre for the title after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our top 5. We haven't got another top 5.
You can see us all at these social medias behind us for the wrestling fellas everywhere now.
Sorry, do you know what? You're not going to know what the next top 5 is. So you can straight away, you have to watch the video to know what we're going to do.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think that is going to be the current running theme on it.
Yeah.
Because we need people to watch the videos, guys. And we're not.
To be fair, you are watching the top 5s. They are getting over 100 views, so we really appreciate it. However, is it you watching it or are you skipping through it to find out what the next one is? So watch the video because you're not going to know till the video. So
nothing to do. We haven't got one lined up. It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Nothing at all to do.
Yeah,
we've not got one lined up.
But to be fair, we've not discussed the next one, so that's probably why I've just thought of it because I've not even thought about it.
And as we sign off, remember, welcome to WWE, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. It's been a fantastic WrestleMania weekend. So you go and enjoy yourself.
Kenny and Seth, give me Kenny and Seth, mate.
Yeah. Hope you're having a good one, guys. We'll see you on the main event. Saying peace.